Brought to you by GatewayCitySavers.com.
This week we're talking Dr. Laura's racist rant, Tila Tequila's poop tossing incident, and this former Bachelorette star's topless photo scandal. That, plus you get to guess which one of these is Gary Busey. I'm gonna go with both. Stargazing is up first, but before that, a little advice for you, Steven Tyler. If your guitarist is pissed at you for taking a job as a judge on American Idol, don't get into a hip-checking match with him. Because you'll lose. Let's go stargazing. Did you know you can't say the N-word repeatedly on air without getting in trouble? Dr. Laura didn't either.
On HBO, listening to Black Comics, you hear nigger, nigger, nigger.
That little tirade comes to you courtesy of The Good Doctor and her radio show, and if you're offended, well, the doc says you just don't get a good joke.
You know what? If you're that hypersensitive about color and don't have a sense of humor, don't marry out of your race.
I guess a lot of people don't have a sense of humor, because shortly after those remarks hit the air, the net went to work spreading the slurs to the masses, prompting Dr. Laura to appear on Larry King to make this announcement.
I've made the decision not to do radio anymore. The reason is I want to regain my First Amendment rights. I want to be able to say what's on my mind and in my heart and what I think is helpful and useful without somebody getting angry, some special interest group deciding this is a time to silence a voice of dissent.
The First Amendment guarantees freedom of speech, not freedom from the consequences of your speech when you say something like
Nigger, nigger, nigger.
that. Nor does it guarantee you won't be pelted with human feces. Just ask Tila Tequila. The web phenom is recovering from an incident at the Gathering of the Juggalos concert in Illinois, where concertgoers expressed their discontent with Miss Tequila's rapping by throwing rocks, urine-filled bottles, and of course, poo. Brown is not your color. As for Tila's response to the crowd, I think I would go somewhere. Poop is yucky. As yucky as Bill O'Reilly. And hey, while we're on the subject, his lowness is in the news yet again, this time for sparring with Jennifer Aniston. See, while Jen was promoting her latest flick, The Switch, which tells the story of a single mother, the actress said she believes women are realizing more and more they don't have to settle with a man just to have a child. To which Bill O'Reilly replied,
"She's throwing a message out to 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds, okay, that hey, you don't need a guy. You don't need a dad. Dad, you know, right, because that's destructive to our society."
To which Miss Aniston replied,
I think people like that must know any better, because if they heard how they sounded, I'm sure they wouldn't. They were trying to make a point, speak that way.
And it pretty much devolved from there.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Thing sucks!
That doesn't even make sense. How about some tube talk? The Bachelor Pad buzz continues to swirl. And this week, Craig McKinnon's the topic of discussion. Numerous gossip rags are reporting Craig flipped out in a behind-the-scenes incident that had even producers trembling. The former Bachelorette contestant reportedly went postal on cast member Natalie, ripping the sheets off her bed and then screaming when a camera person arrived to capture the tantrum. So, who do you suppose the lady sent home this week? Yep.
You know, I trusted a few people, I guess, that obviously didn't fall through. From
what I've heard, violent temper tantrums tend to jeopardize trust. And speaking of the most recent Bachelorette, the object of the fella's affection is finding herself in a quite precarious situation. Radar Online is reporting one of Ali Fedotowsky's former BFs is shopping around a nude photo of the Bachelorette Season 6 star. The pic is said to show Ali's sans shirt on her knees with beer being poured on her breast by an unidentified man, who we'll call me. Keep checking the net for that. And finally, there's The Bachelor's most infamous woman scorned, Vienna Girardi, who, as you know, has locked horns with Jake Pavelka following the couple's recent breakup that many speculate is due to the fact that Jake bats for the other team. And this week, Milady parked herself on George Lopez's couch, where she didn't exactly deny that rumor.
Count the Money 134 wants to know, now that the gay marriage ban has been overturned in California, do you think Jake will become a contestant on the next Bachelor?
First of all, that is really funny. Pass.
We'll take that as a yes, because frankly, it's more entertaining that way. Let's visit the real world. Only in Hollywood could someone dream up a script in which Jennifer Aniston can't find someone to inseminate her the natural way. And by natural, I'm talking you, me, Boone's Farm, conversion van. Anyway, Jen plays a young lady who goes the turkey baster route to get preggers. Problem is Jen's BFF switched the baby batter with his own one drunken night. Okay, he's gonna need total silence and a Rue McClanahan poster.
Huh?
Is that not what you use? Anyway, as they would with any A-lister-infused flick, a gaggle of Hollywood's finest turned out this week for the film's premiere, where Madame Aniston told us what to expect from her latest.
I think they're going to expect a lot of fun, a very unique story, more emotion than they'd probably expect, and just a great small story.
Thank you, Jen. And do you know what else is a great small story? One about man-eating fish feasting on teenage flesh. Which brings us to Piranha 3D, a remake of the '78 cult classic that tells the story of a group of teenagers that bands together to fight a school of the skin munchers that conveniently found their way into the teen swimming hole. This time around, though, the action's in 3D, so the piss-poor special effects come across in brilliant clarity.
Piranha hunt in packs. The first bite draws blood.
I would be more worried about the syphilis in that river. Joe Francis has something for you to sign. On that note, we're finished for the week, but as always, you'll find past episodes and more at 1065thearch.com and WIL92.com. And a heartfelt thanks to you for watching. Not you, though. You. We'll see you next week.